Jihad is self-defense, as simple as this. That if you are attacked and you have to defend yourself, but not to attack others. This sort of jihad to spread Islam or to make Islam respectable all over the world. And this image of Ghazi, as if every mujahid will go to paradise just because he has a gun and he has killed somebody. All these are distortions of the real jihad. Jihad is to defend yourself legitimately and with all means, but not to attack others just because they do not become Muslims or do not like Islam or whatever. You have no excuse in such a matter. But for a certain time, we should admit that historically speaking, that in the Middle Ages or even in the early modern times, expansion and extending lands and so on in the name of Islam or in the name of jihad happened. Jihad now is just not carrying swords and killing individuals. You carry explosives and kill tens of people, if not hundreds. So we should have in mind all these dangers for something that you claim, or a person claims that prestige, this will bring prestige to Islam or respect to Islam. No, I think that the image now of Islam is worse than before. Yes, Europe and America and the West are more aware now about Islam than 20 years ago, but they have a very bad knowledge about Islam and a very bad image about Islam.
Well, the most obvious example of Muslims responding to global hegemony, the concentration of power, and global militarization would be 9/11. Here you had a group of Muslims who thought that the answer to all this is to destroy the World Trade Center in New York and the Pentagon in Washington. Of course, a lot of people got killed in the process. What did they achieve? They did not achieve anything as far as their own cause is concerned, because by destroying the World Trade Center, you don't destroy Washington's global economic empire. By destroying a certain wing of the Pentagon, you don't destroy the United States' global military power. What is worse is you have created an environment today where terror has become the dictum of the day, and terror is having an impact upon the lives of everyone, including Muslims. And I think Muslims are paying the price for the misguided action of these bunch of militants and zealots. Everywhere you find that Muslims are being harassed and hounded at airports, at checkpoints, as a result of what had happened on 11 September. Now, if you see it from the point of view of Islamic ethics, it is something which is totally unacceptable. Why? Because you should not kill non-combatants or civilians. It's prohibited in the Islamic ethics on war and on conflict. The people who were killed on that day were innocent in the sense that they were just people who were working in certain institutions, and that is not acceptable. It is significant that every major Muslim theologian condemned what had happened on 11 September, almost immediately. Unfortunately, the mainstream Western media did not highlight the condemnations issued by individuals of this sort, very well-known Islamic scholars. And that, I think, should be the Muslim position on the killing of civilians everywhere, whether it's Madrid or Bali or Casablanca or in any other part of the world. The moment you kill civilians, that should be one's response. If this particular Muslim or Muslims had felt insulted by Van Gogh's depiction of Islam, they should have responded to him by either making another film that rectifies the misconceptions or by writing about those misconceptions. That would be the correct response. I remember when the late Imam Khomeini issued an edict condemning Salman Rushdie to death because of the book he wrote, The Satanic Verses. Many of us in the Muslim world, we reacted to that by saying that what Muslims should have done is to write a book in response to Salman Rushdie. You don't kill him. Similarly, as far as the filmmaker is concerned, you respond to the filmmaker by producing a film that would correct these misconceptions. I think killing Van Gogh has sent the wrong signals throughout Europe. It has tarnished the image of Islam. It has made the situation more difficult for ordinary Muslim men and women living in Europe.